So in each and every application, so SQL, why SQL is required means each and every application, whatever the operations we are performing, so the data is storing into the backend. Backend means database. So, so, so database is containing all the data which we are performing on the application.
Okay.
So database is the place where we are going to store all our data. Let me take a simple example. Gmail is there. You created the Gmail account. Okay. So you are trying to register with the Gmail. You are entering your first name, last name, and suggested email ID and your date of birth and your gender. So somewhere the Google need to maintain that data, right? Somewhere it need to maintain that data. Somewhere Google need to store that data. So where it is going to store in the back end, in the database, they are going to store all this data. When you are trying to log in into the Gmail, when you enter username and password, that data validated with the database, whatever you entered at the time of register, it will validate with the database. And if at all it is matching with the database data, then only it will allow you to log in.
Yeah.
So whatever the data you register at the time of Gmail registration, that data is going to store into the database. And when at the time of you are logging in, it will validate with the database whether you are a valid user or not. And if username and password is matching with the database, then it will allow you to log in. Any application, not only this one, any application. So the data is going to store it into the database. So database is the place where any application can store the data. So, and it will cross check with the database whether you are a valid user or not. That is one case. You can take IRCTC website, same thing.
Okay.
You are, yeah, so you are trying to store the data into the database. Why we need to store the data in the database? The data will be permanent. So that is the reason the data will be storing into the database, and at the time of you are logging in, you will get the data from there. Similar, yeah, similar case with any application. Any application, the data will be storing into the database, because database is the place where permanently maintain the data. So that is the reason in the testing point of view, we need to test the database also. We need to test the database as well. So database testing, we need to test the database, whether the data is storing properly or not. Three type of testings we are doing. Whether table structure we can verify, okay, because in the database everything will be stored in the form of a table. Table structures we need to verify, and data we need to verify. So data storage is happening properly or not, we need to verify. Okay. So to verify this, we need to have knowledge on SQL. SQL means structured query language. So we are going to write the queries. Based on that query, we are fetching the data from the database. We are writing the queries, SQL queries, and see, you may get a doubt why we need to write the query and why can't we directly check it in database? Yes, we can check it out, but database may contain sometimes lakhs of data or crores of data. In that case, line by line checking part is very difficult. We cannot able to do that. So that is the reason, whatever the appropriate data you need, You're going to write a SQL query. Based on that query, it will populate you the data and you can validate that data. So database testing includes, you can verify the table structures, how it will be, and you can verify the data, whatever the data you are processing from the GUI, that data is properly storing it into the database or not, we need to verify. So these things we need to verify in the part of database testing. So in most of the times, we are going to have the huge data, and verifying the line by line is too difficult. So we need to write the SQL queries. So, and appropriate data, suitable data, it is going to populate for us, and we need to verify that data. So that is the reason we need to have clear knowledge on SQL queries. Even in interviews also, SQL, they may ask you questions on it, whether you are having knowledge or not, because each and every application are having the database. So to validate that data, we need to have knowledge on SQL. So that is the reason I am covering SQL also here, to understand how we need to fetch the data, how to write the SQL queries. So different syntaxes and all we are going to discuss in today's session. Okay. So database is nothing but it is storage for the data permanently, and to validate that data, whatever we are processing from the front end GUI, that data is properly storing it into the database or not, we need to verify. When we change something in the database, it is reflecting in the GUI or not, we need to verify. At the same time, when you performing some changes on the database, it should be reflecting in the GUI. So from the GUI, you are registering something or you are storing some data and all, it is storing in the database or not, we need to verify. So to verifying all the data and all, we need to have knowledge on SQL. And SQL is a universal language. Each and every database, SQL part is same. We have so many databases, Oracle, SQL Server, MyBase, MySQL, Sybase. So many databases are there. But all these databases, if you know how to work with the SQL, SQL is a universal. Same SQL queries you can work with any of these databases. SQL is same. Little syntax will change, but structure of the SQL queries are same. Okay, that is the reason SQL is common for any database. If you know how to write the SQL queries for one database, SQL is same for all the databases. We no need to worry about it. So yeah, so this is about the introduction part to the database testing. I hope you understand. So when we want to verify data in the database, so we need to write the SQL queries and fetch the data from the database for our requirement. Okay. So that is the reason we need to have knowledge on SQL, structured query language. As I told you, even interviews also, they will ask you some questions about the SQL part. Yeah. So whatever is required for testing team, those things I am trying to cover here. So cover in the database part. So, and how to practice it, I will show you. Yeah. But one thing you need to remember is any database, SQL is same. We no need to worry about the different syntaxes for different databases. No, it is same SQL. If at all you know, then that is same for any database. You can able to work with any database. And I'm going to show you how to practice the things in the Oracle database. Okay. Majorly, the Oracle is the database the people will use. Major part of the softwares they will use Oracle. So I will show you how to practice the queries on Oracle part. Okay. Yeah. So this is about the introduction part to the SQL and the database testing part. So let me go through it. So first thing, how you need to practice the queries. Let me try to. Uh, you can search in the Google livesql.oracle.com. Livesql.oracle.com. You can search it. It is going to show this screen to you. Okay. Live SQL, where it will allow us to practice it. Okay.
Okay.
Live SQL, go to the sign in. It will ask you if you don't have the Oracle account, you can create it. I'm going to create a new account.
Okay.
Okay. I entered all the details. I clicked on create account. Check your verify email address. We need to verify the email.
Hmm.
Okay. So our account is created successfully. Done. I'm trying to log in.
Yes.
Okay. It will ask you the agreement. You can accept it. Go to here. You can able to see SQL worksheet.
Okay.
Okay. So here you can able to practice your queries. Okay.
Okay.
So it is Oracle. So online, how we can execute our queries and all. You need to
Mm.
create an Oracle account, and you need to log in into the live SQL.oracle.com, and here we can execute the queries. Okay. Yeah. So let me start with queries. Some of the queries. So
They have their own data structure created, tables and all.
no, we need to create everything. We need to
Oh,
create everything. I will show you. Yeah. Some test data we need to create ourselves, and we need to play with that data.
okay.
Yeah. So I will tell you. So let me go one by one and we'll see. So these are all the table of contents which I am going to cover today. So I may not execute all the commands. So whatever is required, I will execute them and I will
Okay.
explain you. So these are all the contents which I am going to cover today. So this will be helpful for us as a tester. And so
Okay.
many other things also there like stored procedures and all, because those are all not required for a tester. Our
Mm.
job is what? We are not a SQL developer. We are
Yes.
testers. So how to test the data, if at all we know, that is okay for us.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that is the reason. Whatever is required for the testers, that is part I am going to cover here. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So first thing, there are four different type of commands will be there which we can execute: DDL, DML, TCL, and DCL. Okay. So DDL means data definition language, creating the tables and all we can able to do it. DML, data manipulation language,
Okay.
updating the data and all we can do it. TCL, transaction control language, whether the transaction is commit or rollback, whatever you need to do. And the data control language, where we are going to control the data. So in the similar times, first let me start with DDL commands: create, drop, truncate, alter. So these commands coming under DDL. Okay. In the DDL commands, first one is creating the table. How to create the table? While creating the table, this is the syntax: create table customers, for example. These are all the columns and its data type.
Yeah. Integer, not
Yeah,
float.
ID is an integer and not null. Not null means we should not have any null.
Okay.
So ID should be having some value. Similarly,
Oh,
name is also varchar 20 characters, and it is not null. Age also it is integer, not null. Address char 25 characters. Salary decimal 18 to 2 characters. Okay. 18 comma 2 means 18 numbers dot, after dot two numbers it will allow. So primary key is ID. Primary key means it should not have any null keys. Okay, it should not have any null. All should be unique. Okay, not null plus unique is a primary key.
okay.
Not null plus and unique. Not null plus unique is a primary key. Okay, like this way we can create the table. Let me try to create the table and show it to you. What you can do is go to my tutorials is there, right? Just
Hmm.
to open this my tutorials. They have given some sample queries for us. No, not my tutorials. Code library you need to go.
Okay.
If at all you are going code library, can you able to see EMP and department?
Yes.
Yeah, click on that. It will give you some sample queries.
Okay.
Okay, how to create the tables and all. See, these are all the sample queries where it is used for set up the data from our end. Let me set up this data. So see here, create table employee, employee number, employee name, job, manager, hire date, salary, commission, department number. Okay, constraint. Constraint means condition. Primary
Okay.
key employee, primary key employee number, constraint department number. It is a foreign key. Foreign key Foreign key means primary key means unique and not null, and it is the unique ID where we are going to have. Foreign key means it is going to be reference from the other sheet also. Foreign key is something like which we are going to refer this column to the other table, other column. That is about the foreign key. So primary key, foreign key is something like primary key is a unique one and a not null one. Foreign key is something like which is going to be referred to the other column in other table. Okay. Let me try to create this table. Copy this and come to the live SQL. Paste it. Okay. So select this query. What table we are going to create? We are going to create a employee table. And can you able to see run button here?
Yes.
Click on run.
Table or view does not exist.
What is the problem? So we have given create table. Oh, okay. First, we need to create the department table.
Yes.
Because foreign key we are referring, right?
Yeah.
So that is the
So
reason.
they given the query, but they have not executed this one.
No, they have not executed. Yes.
Okay.
These queries they have given for setting our test data.
Okay.
So they have given this one for to set up our test data. Okay, create table. Select this part. Click on run. Okay, table is created successfully. Now, why we got error? Did you understand? Because here you are using foreign key from the department number. Okay, from the department table, but department table itself is not there.
Yes.
That is the reason it has thrown the error. Okay, now let me try to execute this query. It should work. Okay, table is created successfully. Now, employee table is there, department table is there. Both the tables we have created successfully. And let me try to insert some data. If at all you want to know how to insert the data, insert, this is the syntax. Insert into department, it is the table name, and which columns you want to insert, values, and data you need to provide.
Yes.
Okay, so data you need to provide. So this is the syntax for insert. So far what we have done, we have created the two tables, employee and department table. So this is how you are going to get the data. Okay, quickly let me execute all these queries. Okay, let me try to make our test data. Like this, how you can practice in the live SQL. It will, so you no need to install anything and all. Just we can. Okay, one row inserted, fine. Similarly, second row also just I'm setting up the data. That's it. Okay, so one row inserted. Okay. Insert into department. Okay, see in this query, if at all you see, we have not giving the columns. If you don't want to give the columns while inserting, then automatically it will take. This is for first column, this is for second column, this is for third column. Okay. So if at all you want to give some columns only, then you can give. See, for example, see here, department number, department name, location we are giving. If you did not give column names, then automatically it will insert it into first column, second column, third column.
Yeah, sequence.
sequence. Yeah.
But
So
if okay, there will not be a case.
yeah. So insert into department. Yes. Similarly, insert into. Now, just I am preparing the test data, Vaishali.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and based on this test data, we can try to write the queries and we will verify how it is happening.
Oh,
Okay, one row inserted. Okay. Next, insert into department is done. Next, we are inserting into employee table. Yeah, one row inserted successfully. Even you can create a new account and you can insert all this data.
yes.
Yeah, one row is inserted successfully. One row is inserted successfully. One row is inserted. Yeah, yeah, one row is inserted. I can do all these things offline, but I want to show you, right, how to execute and all.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is the reason I am doing. So 17th one, because these are all test data we are going to use in our queries. Okay.
Yes.
So that is the reason I am setting up the data first. We need to have some data in the tables, right? Otherwise, our queries will not return anything. So 18th one.
Here, in this query, they used to date function, right?
Yeah,
So here the DDMMRR. So that RR is what?
date, month, and year.
No, why? The above query. Yeah, DDMMRR.
Yeah, so might be 13th July 87. So only you want to give year
Last two
Last
digits.
2 digits, then RR we need to use. If you are giving completely the year, then we can use YYYY.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. 20th is done. Yes. So it is done. Let me execute this query and I will see. So all the table data is showing or not.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So we're getting the table data. 14 rows. Okay, fine. 14 rows. Fine.
Okay.
So data setup is done. Data setup is done for us. See, all this data we are going to play now. Play with this data now by writing our queries. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So
We uh, we given null value, right? So when we execute that query, so in the table, in that particular field, it put null or it will keep as a blank.
when you give null, it means
Mm.
that it will allow null also. That is the case. When you give null, it
Uh-huh.
means either null or any value.
Okay.
Okay, so whenever you are giving any column as null, it means that. So, for example, you can see here address cat 25 is there.
Yes.
It means that we did not provided any null or not null and all. It
Yes.
means that it will allow either null or any value.
Yeah.
So both. So that how it will work. You did
O-
not specify anything. It will allow as a null also, and any data also it will allow.
Okay.
Yeah. So create table part. Yes. So drop and truncate. So drop and truncate, very, very important interview question. So drop means it will delete entire table. Entire table it is going to delete. Okay. So it will delete entire table along with the data. You cannot be rolled back. You cannot roll
Okay.
back once you have done the drop. Truncate means it will delete only the rows in, I mean data in the table. This is
Okay.
also cannot be rolled back. Syntax
Means
is
yeah, in a drop table, that table will not be available, and in truncate, data will not be there, but the table structure will be available, right?
correct. Table structure will be available in truncate, but whereas in drop, structure and everything will be deleted.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So syntax is same. Drop table name, truncate table name. That's it. Okay. And rename and alter. So rename and some queries I am not going to execute. You can I shared this document with you, right? And how to practice and all you can execute. Okay.
Okay.
You can execute and check whatever is important. Those commands I will execute it.
Okay.
So rename. Use it to change the name of a table. Rename command is used for rename the table name. See, simple syntax is alter table name, rename to which table.
Okay.
It is going to change the name of the table. It will change the name of the table from customers 1 to customers 2. It is going to do it. Okay. So it is going to change the name of the table from customers 1 to customers 2. Alter is used for modify the columns in an existing table. You want to modify the column. You want to change the data type of the column. Okay.
Mhm.
So you want to change the size of the data it need to allow. So whenever you want to perform those things, then you can use the alter command. Okay.
Okay.
Rename is for the change the table name from one to another. And alter is used for you can modify the column, you can modify the column name, you can modify the data type of the column, you can change the size of the data it need to allow. So that is the use of a alter command. Okay. Yeah. Delete column syntax. Okay. So you want to delete some column from
Okay.
your table, then you can use the delete alter table. Okay, customers table drop column gender. What will happen this command? Alter table customers drop column gender. So it is going
Yeah.
to delete the gender column from the customers table.
Yes.
It is going to delete the gender column from the customers table and change column data types index. So it is for the modification. So alter table name, modify. Here it is a drop. Drop
Yes.
is for deleting, but here it is a modify.
Modify. Mm.
Gender varchar 20. Earlier something is there. You are trying to change it to 20 now. It should allow 20 characters for the gender.
Yeah.
So SQL constraints, it is very, very important even in interview point of view. Constraint
Yes.
means conditions, not
Okay.
null. Not null means what? It will not accept null values. Okay. Any column you are setting as a not null, it should not allow null values. Okay. So unique. Unique means each and every value in the column should be unique. It should not allow duplicate values.
Yes.
Check. Check means, so you can specify the conditions over there. Okay. If those conditions are meeting, then only it will allow you to enter the data. Check means any column you can put the conditions. Okay. So based on these conditions, it will allow user to store the data in that column. That is about the check. You can see here add constraint, constraint name, check, 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 and condition. So based on these conditions only, it is going to allow you to enter the data. So that is about the constraint part. And as I told you, default. So default contains some default value you can specify for one column. If at all you are not entering any data into that column, then what will happen? Default value will be stored into that column. You are not entering any data, then default value will be goes to that one. You can see the structure here. Syntax: alter table name, alter column, set default, and your value. So when you are not entering any data to that column, then by default value it will store it into that column. Primary key, as I told you, it is a combination of not null and unique. Okay. So, and foreign key, see, it is a referential integrity of the data from one table to match values in other table. So one table, some data will be there, one column is going to refer to the other column in other table. That is about the foreign key. Drop, say existing constraint. You want to delete the constraint, then you can use the, yeah. So alter table name and constraint, drop constraint you can use. So this part is in SQL, some temporary table will be there. This is not that much important, just for your knowledge I am telling you. SQL temp table. So temp table will be there where you can practice your, you can maintain some temporary data into that table. So global temp variables, if at all you want to use any variables globally, you can use the temp table. But this is only for maintaining the data temporarily. I don't think it is required for you. Now, let me go by one. So far, whatever we have seen, how to delete the table, how to delete the column, how to change the column, how to edit the column, and constraints we have seen. So primary key, foreign key, unique, default. Okay, now let me enter into this commands. So far, we have seen DDL, data definition language, creating part and editing part, changing part. Now we are going to see DML commands, data manipulation language. Okay. So by using, these are all the DML are the main important one for the SQL. Select. See here, I want to see all the data.
Okay.
For example, okay, what I will do is let me. Okay, for example, I'm going to write a query. I will share you these queries. Just you can execute at once all these queries. Then you no need to enter one by one and all.
Okay.
Sorry. So I want to see all the data. Select. Star means everything. Star means everything. Select star from which table I want to see. I want to see from EMP table. Let me execute this. It is going to display all the data from the EMP table. See, this is the data is there in EMP table.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Select.
there is a column com, right?
Sorry.
In the result,
Yeah.
yeah, these are the null one, right?
Yeah. This is the null one. Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah. So select star means everything from which table. Similarly, I want to see the data from department table also. See department table also. You can see the this is the department table. Department number, department name, and the location.
Yes.
So like this way, select. Along with select, you can write number of queries. Let me see that. So first one, as I told you, select star from customers. Second one is to retrieve only specified records from the table. For example, in the department table, I want only department number. Then what you can do, instead of star, you can give department number. Okay, you can give only department number. I don't want all the columns. I want only the department number. See here, only department number will display to you.
Yes.
Star means all the columns. Star means all the columns, and the department number, you can specify any column here. Then it will give you the only department number. Okay. So next, insert statement. Already we have seen insert into the database and all, right? So inserting into the table name and values, value 1, value 2, value 3. So if you are not specifying any columns, then sequential order it will follow and it will insert it. Okay. Yeah. Update statement. You want to address update anything. Okay. You want to update anything. Let me take a simple example here. You want to update anything. See star select I am deleting this column name. Select star from department. Okay, first check the department what are all there. Okay, New York, Dallas, Boston, Chicago is there. For example, for 30, okay, department number 30, I want to change location Chicago to California.
Okay.
Okay, now I want to change. So use it to modify existing records in a table. Okay, see here, I want to modify for 30, department number 30, I want to modify Chicago to California. Can we try that?
Yes.
So what you need to write the query, see the syntax, update which table, department table, update department table, set equal to California, where department number equal to 30. You understand this query? Update department table, set location equal to California. For which row it need to update? Where department number equal to 30. Let me execute this query and we will see. See, one row updated.
Yes.
You can see here. Let me try to see the data. You can check here. 30
Yes.
sales California, it is updated.
Yes.
Yeah, like this way you can update the data in table also. Syntax is update table name, set your location where department number equal to 30. If you remove this part, then what will happen?
I think update department set LOC California.
No, it will update all the
All
rows to
the yes,
California
yes,
because you
without
are not giving any condition here.
yes,
So it will update all the location to California only. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. So that is about the update part and the delete part. Delete from customers table where ID equal to 6. It is going to delete where ID equal to 6.
yes,
Yeah. So delete all the records. SQL where class. Just now I showed you, right? Select
yeah,
where ID equal to 101. It is going to display you the data where ID equal to 101. SQL and operator. Okay. SQL and operator we can use. Multiple conditions also you can use here. So
okay,
where ID equal to 101 and salary greater than 3000. These two conditions it is going to apply and pull the data for us. Okay, you can see here. Let me go back. For example, let me go to the EMP table. So this is the EMP table, right?
mhm,
Salary. I am going to give the condition. Select star from EMP where where my sal is less than equal to 3000. See here, all the data salary less than 3000, all the records are displayed.
yes,
Okay, so like this way also where condition you can give it.
okay,
So similarly, insert statement in the and condition. See this query, insert into suppliers, column name, select account number name from customers, where customer name equal to IBM and employees equal to 1000. So where you want to insert the data, then you can use it. And operator, update statement and operator using delete statement and operator. Or operator also we can use. See this query, select star from suppliers, where city equal to New York or available products greater than equal to 250. So what will happen is either of the conditions it is going to use. So it will display the data where city equal to New York and available products greater than equal to 250. Okay, either of the condition, both the um, either this one or this one, both matches, it is going to show you the data. So similarly, or with the insert statement, or with the update statement, or with the delete statement. SQL between and in operators. Okay, SQL between and in operators. So for example, let me write the query between operator. You can see here. So I want select star from EMP, select star from EMP, where column name between 1000 and 2000. Okay, select star from EMP where shall between 1000 and 2000. Let me execute this. See, only 6 rows are displayed where we are having salary between 1000 and 2000.
Yeah.
So like this way, you can use the in operator. Similarly, between operator, similarly, you can use the in operator also. Okay. So in operator, see the syntax is select start from students where students name in Amit, Raghav and Rajiv is there. Similarly, it is a case, not case sensitive. You can write it in small case or lowercase or uppercase. Not a
Mm.
problem. Select star from EMP where my e name in I want to display only Miller, Turner, Allen. Okay. What is the problem for this query? Select star from EMP where e name in okay. So we need to give the it is throwing error. Select star from EMP where e name in e name in Miller. Okay. You can see this query. So select star from students where students name in same thing
Okay.
we are giving, right?
Yeah.
So where is the problem? Let me find out. Select star from EMP where e name in
Here, we don't need to give the semicolon after in, right?
no, we no need to give.
Okay. SQL command not properly ended.
Okay, let me check.
Um, Semicolon. Here it shows semicolon at the end.
Yeah.
Let's
So you can see here. Select star from customers where country in. See, we are giving same thing, right?
Yes, here also they given the semicolon.
Here also. See, same thing we are trying here. I don't think anything different.
Hmm.
I think after in operator, we need to give this space.
Okay. Still
Select.
give. Yeah. Now remove the semicolon, or you haven't. Okay. Let's execute it.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
working.
Okay.
Okay, so fine. So now you can see here employee name Miller, Turner, and Allen. These three values only display.
Yes.
That is about the in operator. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So we no need to worry. Everything we will get it in Google nowadays. Just we need to have the
Yeah.
knowledge. Knowledge.
Yes.
What is the use of it? That's it. That is what I'm trying to explain you. See.
Yes.
Yeah. Remaining everything. If you have some knowledge on it, you will get everything in Google. You no need to worry.
Okay.
Yeah. So like operator, you can see here. Select a star from customers where salary like 200 percentage. It means that salary like starting with 200, after then any value.
Okay.
So starting with 200 and after then any value is it will accept. See, finds any values that start with 200.
Okay.
So select star from customers with salary like percentage 200 percentage. It means finds any values that have 200 in any position. Beginning you may have something and ending you may have something, but you should have in your salary 200.
Yes.
Percentage means 0 or more. You may have it or you don't have it. That is fine.
Okay.
So see here underscore.
Yeah.
So underscore means in the first position we can have anything, but second and third position should be 0 0, and after then 0 or more.
Okay.
Underscore means one character only. Percentage means 0 or more characters.
Yeah.
You can see here 2 underscore percentage.
Yeah.
So what it means, find
Second.
any values that starts with 2 and are at least 3 characters in length, because this underscore one character, this underscore one character. So it means 3 characters, at least 3
Okay.
3 digits. Yeah.
Okay.
Here percentage 2, starting with anything, starting with 0 or 2 and end with 2. It means that end with 2. So what about this one? Underscore means
First
one character.
character. Yeah.
Yeah, ending with 2 and it should contain 2 in this second position.
Order by. Okay. Order.
And 2 underscore 3. It means that starts with 2, ending with 3, and middle 3 characters it need to have. It means it is a 5 digit. So that
Yeah.
is the like operator, how we can use it.
Yes.
And order by. You want to order your data in ascending or descending order. Then you can use order by. Okay. For example, see here. I want to order. Sorry. I want to order by my data using salary. Okay. I want to
Okay.
order by my data using salary. How we can do that? So select star from EMP. Okay, see the syntax. Select star from EMP where I want to order by, where condition supplier descending. Oh, each column it is taking. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, I will also take column.
Salary.
Select salary from employee. Okay. Uh,
We cannot give directly order by.
we can give order by sal. If at all you are not giving, then what will happen? It will display in ascending order. If at all you are not giving, then see it will display in ascending order. Okay.
Yes.
See order by which order we are doing, salary we are doing, or you want to descending order, you can give DESC. So now it will display all in descending order. See 5,000, 3,000, 295, all in descending order. Okay. So order by is used for to order your data either in ascending or descending order. That is the use of it. Top class, whereas top class is not there. You want to fetch top is not there in Oracle database. Okay.
Okay.
So top is there in other database, but whenever you want to get top 3 rows or top 4 rows and all,
Okay.
then you can use the row number. Row number
Okay.
you can use. Okay. So for example, see here, I want to display select star from employee where row num less than equal to 5. Okay. So all the 5 rows, it is going to display it for you. These are all the top 5 rows in that table. Okay. Similarly, these are all the top 5 rows. If at all you want, you can add the condition also here. Okay. Where condition you can add it if at all you want. So whereas in the Oracle database, we cannot use the top keyword, where you can use the row number you can use. First and last functions you can use here. So first and last functions talks about first customer name as first customer from customers. It is used for function is used to return the first value of the selected column. First value of the selected column, it is going to display it for you.
Okay.
Yeah. So last is last column. Yeah, return the last value of the specified column. So whatever the column you are specifying, first and last functions, Oracle, it is not existed. It is in other databases. Okay.
Okay.
Oracle first and last functions are not existed. Distinct. You want to fetch the only distinct data. Unique
Means
data you
not.
want.
Yeah.
Unique data you want to fetch it. Let me execute that. See, only unique data you want to fetch. For example, see here what is happening. Let me execute the query. Select sal from EMP table. See, any duplicates are there? See, 3000 two times it is there,
Yes.
and 1250 two times are there. But I want only distinct data. Okay.
Yeah.
Then select distinct salary from EMP. Now check it out. It is going to give you only distinct values. That's it. See, salary 1250 only one time came, 3000 one time only came.
Yes.
Okay, all the distinct data it is going to show you. Distinct means unique data. Okay,
Yeah.
whenever you want to get the unique data, so then you can use the distinct keyword. Date functions. So as I mentioned, so system date you want to get it, or you want to add any months, or you want to add any months between. You can try to practice all these visually.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So date functions. Union operator. Union operator is used for to combine the two tables data.
Okay.
Okay. Results of two tables data, two or more select statements without returning any duplicate rows. So union is used for to combine the data from one table to the other table. So union all means it includes duplicate rows also. Okay. It includes duplicate rows also, it will combine. Intersect operator is used for common data between two tables. Okay. It
Yes.
will fetch the common data between two tables. Null or not null values. Null values represent missing unknown data. Cannot use compare operator for null values. Okay. So null values, see, you can see this query from students where mark is null. Marks are null. Marks is not null. Okay. So null operator you can use to fetch the data also. You want to fetch all the null data, then you can use null operator, or not null means not null operator, you can use it.
Okay.
These are all the few aggregate functions: average, count, max, minimum, sum. These functions we can use it wherever, uppercase and lowercase. SQL function, substring, length, round. I think these are all not that much important, but you can execute. Group by statement is used along with aggregate functions. Aggregate means average, count. These are all functions are coming under aggregate. To group the result set by one or more columns. You can see here, select name, sum of salary from customers, group by name. Okay, group by name. For example, let me go into this query. See here, I want to group by select. First, let me execute everything. Select star from EMP. Select star from EMP. Okay, EMP is there. I have department number also. Okay,
Yes.
I want to group by department number. Each department, how many salaries? Some of the salaries I want to find out. Okay, that is what
Oh,
my requirement is.
okay.
So now how we can write? Select department number, comma, sum of sal, sum of sal. Next, what we need to write? Group by
Department number.
department number. Okay, group by department number. Let me execute and see. From keyword not found. Select department number
From table.
from EMP table.
Yeah.
See here, total three departments are there. Each department it is doing sum of salary
Yeah.
and it is grouping by using department number.
Yes.
So like this, how you can use the group by. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, and yeah, group by syntax. Select EDA department number, sum of salary. So this is fine. I will tell you in the giants. Having class. Having class you can use when you are using the aggregate functions. Aggregate functions you are using, then where cannot be used. Where we cannot use when you are using aggregate functions. So that is the reason. In the same query, let me try to update it. Group by department number having sum of salary greater than 10,000. You understand this query? When you have used this aggregate function,
Hmm.
we cannot use where class here. That is the rule.
Okay.
When you are using aggregate function, we cannot use where class. Where we need to use having.
Okay.
Okay, where will not allow when you are using aggregate function like sum, average, and all. In that case, we need to, whenever we want to provide any condition in the aggregate functions you are using in your query, then alternative we are having is having. Now what I have written, having sum of salary greater than 10,000. Now it need to
Last
display
column.
only
Yeah.
the last column, it need to display for us.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Hmm.
like this how it will work for us. So we
Okay.
need to remember, when you are using aggregate function, it should not allow
Where
its
close?
where class. Okay, then we need to use the having class. Okay,
Yes.
so that is about the having class part. Joins. So joins also important for us. So
Yes.
in the joins we are going to discuss about inner join and outer join will be there. Left outer join, right outer join, and full outer join and self join will be there. Cross join. So joins class means we are joining the multiple tables. Okay, we are
Okay.
joining the multiple tables. Let me execute the query. So now we are having two tables, correct? Select
Yes.
e star from EMP table is there. Select star from EMP table is select star from EMP. You can run it. So this is your EMP table. Okay. EMP table, you are having employee number, employee name, job, manager, ID, and department number is there.
Yes.
So similarly, select star from
Department.
department table. Department table also you can try to see here. This is department table. Did you
Yeah.
observe one thing in these both tables? Department number is common, it is there.
Common. Yes.
So department number is common. I want to combine these two tables now.
Okay.
How we can do that? Select star from employee, comma, department. Okay. My condition is what? Where you can give alias names. Then alias name means some key for the department. E dot department number equal to, oh sorry, department, I can give D equal to D dot department number. Did you understand this query?
Yes.
Select star from employee and department where E dot department number equal to D dot department number.
Number.
See, all the data, both the tables are matched. Both the
Yes.
tables data is displaying. This is about the joins. We are combining the two tables. Okay, department number is from department table. D name is from the department table. Okay, so we are combining the multiple tables here. Okay, yeah. So, and coming to the joins part, inner join talks about selects all the rows from both tables when there is a match between the columns in both tables. Okay, so when there is a match like E dot department number equal to D dot department number, then both the things are matching. Okay, both the things are matching, both the tables, then it will pull all the data.
Okay.
Left outer join is talking about all the rows from left table and matching data from the right table.
Okay.
And right outer join talks about all the rows from right table and matched rows from the left table.
Okay.
You can see in this query, employee is a left table, department is a right table. Okay, so that how left outer join is left table all the rows. Right outer join means right table all the rows and matched rows from the left table. Full outer join means all the rows from left and right table. Self join means, yeah, used to join a table to itself. Same table, see here, select A dot ID, B dot names, A dot salary from customers A, comma customers B, where A dot salary less than B dot salary. What will happen here? Same table, you are applying the condition. Self join means same table, you are applying the condition. That is about the self join. And cross join means for each table, see each employee and department table, how it is going to do is for each row in the left table is mapped with the all the rows in right table. Each row in left table will map with the all the rows in right table. That is about the cross join. Okay. Yeah. So cross join, SQL views. These are all the some advanced stuff where you don't need all these things, but I will explain you just for your knowledge part. SQL views is nothing but view is a virtual table. It means temporary table that does not exist physically. Yeah. So it does not contain any data. It can be executed when called. Use is for the temporary data. View is a temporary table that physically does not exist actually. Physically does not exist. So it is just a temporary table. So create view, how you can create it, create view trainer. See what will happen is, for example, in real time, you are getting, okay, so much data, and on that data you need to perform some operations, some
Hmm.
conditions.
Hmm.
Then you will pull the data from the database and put it into a view. On that view you are performing your conditions, and you are trying to fetch the required data from that view.
Okay.
Okay, view is virtually existed, it is not physically existed. Okay, you
Okay.
are putting all your output into the view. On top of view you can put your conditions and try to fetch your exact data, whatever the data you need. So that conditions you are going to use the views. Why we need to use the use means to increase the performance. Okay, to increase the performance. Okay, for example, you are going to the online banking, you inserted your card, you entered your pin number, the web service call will go to the database, or the web service
Hmm.
will call goes to the server. In the server, crores of data will be there. It need to validate your data. Then
Hmm.
what they can do, based on your card number, they will pull the data, and if required they will put it into a view, and they will put it into view all the output, and they can verify whether amount is there in your bank or not, whether
Hmm.
you are a valid user or not, your pin is matching or not. If all the things are matched, then it will return you the response saying that enter your amount to withdraw.
Okay.
So view is the temporary one where we are going to maintain the temp data. On that data we are verifying whatever is validations conditions are there, and then we are going to continue. Yeah.
Okay.
Next part is TCL commands. So far we have completed DDL and DML. Now
Yeah.
TCL commands, transaction control language. It is rollback, commit, save point. See, whenever you executed any query, then once you do the rollback, then all your changes will come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, all your changes will come back by using rollback command. Commit. Once you executed some queries and you did commit, then once you committed, then you cannot roll back. The syntax are same. Rollback is the syntax and commit is the syntax. Save
Okay.
point is the one is nothing but you are executing 1,000 lines of query.
Hmm.
You want to save up to 500 line. Okay, up to
Hmm.
500 line. What are all the changes are there? You want to save it, and
Okay.
after
Means save it.
500 line, you don't want to save it until you do the commit.
Okay.
So then, based on the save point, you can save or you can commit your statements until some point. So, and then next statements, you need to do explicitly commit command. So, whenever you are executing big queries and all, you want to save something until some line, then you can use the save point.
Hmm.
Next, DCL commands. So, DCL commands talks about data control language. Yeah, data control language. So, where you are going to control, it talks about the permissions of the user, whether he is having permissions or not. Grant, giving user access privileges to the database. Revoke, take back permissions from the user. Grant and revoke. So these are all the things. So DCL commands, grant, create table to username. Okay.
Yes.
But SQL is must for each and every interview. Without SQL questions, no interview will be there.